You've been asking, and we responded. Astrocartography-based map readings are available now at funastrology.com. Well, even if you're not on the tip of South America, the eclipse will be felt by all on the planet. It is still happening. It is the energy of a new moon happening today at 2:49 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will all get to experience it energetically. Hi, everybody. Thomas Miller on the Fun Astrology Podcast. Thanks to those of you who have already ordered a map reading. That's really cool. I appreciate it. Well, we thought that it might be something that would fly, and it will be there for as long as you want. So you can even gift it to somebody. What a cool gift, right? As the holidays are around the corner. 2:49 p.m. this afternoon, as mentioned, is the exact conjunction of the sun and the moon at 10 degrees 3 minutes in Libra. Elisa Dixon yesterday covered this so well, I would refer you to that if you didn't hear it. There are a couple of overlays today. There are not a lot of dynamics to this chart. There is the square to Mars, as Elisa talked about yesterday, and then Mars is in a square to Chiron. So with that, we do have this component of, there could be some triggers around Mars and Cancer. There are some surprises embedded in this chart. Uranus is in Taurus in a quindecile aspect. That's a Noel Teal aspect of 165 degrees to Venus in Scorpio. That has a watch out for surprises around relationships piece to it. But that would have happened today otherwise, were there not a new moon and a solar eclipse. Now, this one is partial. It's an annular solar eclipse, so there will be a ring of fire. In other words, the moon is not at an angle to the sun that it would cover it completely. So if you were down there in the southern South American mountains, you would see a ring of fire. And I'm sure it will be all over the socials, as we talked about on Monday. But as far as where this is showing up in your life, you can cast it over your own chart. Look around for 9 and 10 degrees of Libra. Also, what you have at 9 or 10 degrees. That's where the hot spot will be. If you want to learn how to synthesize this for yourself, keep in mind the Fun Astrology 101 course available at funastrology.com will get you there so that you could easily look at all of these things and know exactly what you're talking about. And also our Discord group is great. Kristin Lawhead does a fantastic job there and takes on a lot of questions. So if you'd like to ask about your own chart related to this eclipse, you can do it there too. The link to that is at the top of funastrology.com, the social icons up there. And I know I'm not a fan of that platform, but it's kind of the best that there is out there, and everybody seems to have access to it. But they should absolutely rename that thing. My 2 cents. Why do you ever bring, words have energy. Words have energy. And when you say Discord, especially with what I went through this year, it just has not a good ring to it. Let's don't invite Discord into our life. Call it the D channel. We'll call it the D channel. How about that? That D thing. You can go there and connect with Kristin and the gang. And not to get too far off course here, but if you have an alternative platform that we could consider, I would love to get off of that thing. The whole word. I've seen what happens when you live on a street. I saw this happen in the last couple of years, that somebody had a tragic situation in their life and they lived on a street name that was not empowering. Don't think these things aren't real. This is why we have to be very selective with the words we use. And that's a good point with today's chart too, because it's in Libra. And what's Libra all about? Harmony and balance and love and beauty. So there's a good thing we could do right there, is choose those characteristics for our day-to-day, all day. Practice even with your words, your thoughts, your intentions, your communication with others, because Mercury is sitting right next to this new moon/eclipse. It's about communication, and it's about new beginnings around communication. And where I am setting the chart here in Southern California, so this is also an opportunity to create new things around how you shine out into the world. And that might be related to your career, but it could be your influence with others as well. So there's a karmic piece to this because the nodes are right there, and so is Chiron involved in several ways through aspects. So there's a karmic piece, as there always is. Remember, we are, after all, spiritual beings just having a human experience if we can figure it out. Saturn is involved. Mars, we've talked about that. The Saturn, Mars, Venus triangle, the big trine, the positive aspect between those three. That means if there is some kind of tension or conflict, or if something does happen around an event that might shake you a little bit, that's the Uranus piece of surprises and the Saturn piece of realignment, getting back on our spiritual path. Don't resist it. It's for your favor. But the biggest thing, like Elisa said yesterday, relationships, new beginnings around relationships, and also this whole idea of just figure out that you're going to embody Libra today. Beauty, the arts, music, painting, dance, design, landscapes, beautiful scenery, nature, beautiful thoughts, beautiful actions, beautiful gestures, watching and looking at things that are beautiful, turning off things that aren't, saying a prayer for those in need, especially damaged from this hurricane, sending them thoughts of new beginnings. And then, of course, kind of the big three of Libra, love, balance, and harmony. Those are the ways to approach the day. And I hope that helps. I love you guys. Have a great eclipse. It's going to be fun. We'll take a look at it together online, and I'll be back to set up the weekend tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. I love you. Bye-bye.